Okay, here we go. This is the one everybody's talking about. Assassin's Creed Shadows IGN preview. This is the one everybody's talking about. Well, they starting off
After
active.
spending several hours finally playing Assassin's Creed Shadows after multiple delays, the next entry keeps up with the satisfying action and traversal that the series is known for, but it also showcases a sharper eye for world building and giving its two protagonists their time in the spotlight. From my time sneaking through fortresses, taking in the sweeping vistas of the open world, and pulling off slick combat finishers, I got to see just how developer Ubisoft Quebec has improved its balancing act of satisfying action, RPG systems, and rewarding open-ended exploration in a captivating new setting that's been long overdue.
Okay, it looks like they shored up the graphics. This is the best I've seen it look so far.
Since Assassin's Creed Origins in 2017, the series has stayed comfortably within the realm of the open-world RPG, offering an expanded scope and narrative decisions to alter the course of the story. While this shift has led to some growing pains for the franchise, it has gotten a better handle on the additional layers to gameplay without compromising the fantasy of being an ancient assassin. With Shadows, the latest attempt at an Assassin's Creed RPG shows that Ubisoft may have also cracked the code on the role-playing element with its two unique protagonists, something the series has struggled to present in a way that hasn't muddied the narrative waters.
Yasuke, it'll be quicker if I go.
Shadows sets its sights on a new mystery deep within a revamped Animus program. In this new simulation, we focus on feudal-era Japan and the secret history of both Yasuke, an historical African slave who became a full-fledged samurai, and Naoe, a female shinobi taking up the mantle of her father's legacy. The pair eventually team up to navigate a radically changing 1500s Japan, rubbing shoulders with other historical allies such as Oda Nobunaga and Kuroda Kage, while taking down a shadowy cabal of warlords manipulating the country's attempt at unification from within.
It is possible you hold ulterior motives beyond reconstruction.
Damn! One of Kanbei's dogs. Kill them!
I spent most of my playtime exploring Harima Province, one of the early zones that featured a quest line involving an insidious plot to undermine the region's power structure. The world of Assassin's Creed Shadows is massive, but thankfully not to the ridiculous size of Valhalla. That said, plenty of opportunities were packed in this province, and the viewpoints to observe nearby points of interest helped steer me in the right direction. A general theme I found compelling was how Shadows emphasized harmonizing with the open world, a cultural element the developers wanted to highlight with the Japanese setting.
Now, real quick, I just want to pause here to say a few things. Now, one, with Yasuke, right? There's been a lot of contention around that, but it's so crazy because he's been in other forms of media. He's been in animes. He's been in other games. I guess it's okay when he's the villain. I think he played he was like a boss character in like Neo or something like that. Neo 1 or 2, I forget. And then the Yasuke anime. It's like when he's playing the good guy in history, when he's playing the good guy in a work of, a work of fiction or work of media, it's okay. It's a problem. But when he's playing the bad guy, it's okay. I don't get what the grift is about. It's like, if you do the actual research, you'll see that he was a retainer. He had a sword. He gave him property. Nobunaga gave him property. He gave him a sword and all that stuff. And he was considered a samurai. He was considered a samurai, not a samurai in a traditional sense, but he was still a samurai. Nobunaga had other retainers. So you're saying if you're a retainer, you're not. Some people are saying if you're not a retainer, you're not a real samurai. So all other Nobunaga's retainers weren't real samurai. Like, come on. And then they said the only battle that he ran or whatever. That's okay. Even if that is true, so what? That wasn't the argument if he was a great samurai. It was the argument if he was a samurai. You have to remember that this is a work of fiction. All of these games have had crazy shit happen that didn't happen in real history, but were based on historical figures. So I feel like there's a lot of overreaction toward this. A lot of overreaction toward this. And the other thing I wanted to say about the map, some people don't like it that it's all these points and has you show where to go. But I'm 33 years old. I have a life outside of gaming, even though gaming is like my side hustle because I make money doing it now. And I don't mind. Let me know where the shit is at, and then I'll go over there and do the mission, so I could just keep it going and play to get to the next game. Like, I don't know, people, I don't know. It's weird how people are bashing this game because there's a woman and a black guy. As soon as you see a non-white straight white man, shit goes downhill for some people.
For all those we care about.
This theme also extends to the side activities and how the world changes over time with shifting seasons that alter the terrain. Shadows ditches the need for hunting, and instead, you can find and draw rare wildlife found in the wild. It was an odd activity at first, but I found them endearing and a relaxing change of pace. I soon found myself being taken in by how atmospheric and thoughtful the setting was.
That was worth the wait.
Shadows also emphasizes the dynamic between the two protagonists and their agency within the world after bonding over being outcasts within the country. I really enjoyed their dynamic within the story, and they play well with each other during cutscenes. Yasuke is a gentle giant and wise samurai enforcer who offers some poignant insights while learning about Japanese culture.
The reigns will continue in a different form. Another battle, same war.
Naoe's growth into an assassin with a heavy legacy to uphold shows an early look at the dramatic highs of the main story.
Ooh, somebody just got gutted.
You're free to switch off characters in the open world and during moments in the main story, letting you play as who you want in most key missions.
You're right. Let's do it.
But in an interesting addition, you also have the option of playing in canon mode, which presents a defined story without major narrative choices, which was added after developers saw how many fans were debating what the definitive story was for Valhalla and Odyssey.
That was a smart move. That was a smart move. It's crazy because players say they want freedom, they want this, they want that. They don't like having their hand held, but they were arguing over what the real canon story was in Valhalla. And it got to the point where now in the next game, they have to add like a definitive story to it, which is just so crazy. Like you can't never please everybody. You can't please everybody.
So it is you.
Yasuke and Naoe also represent the different extremes of Assassin's Creed's combat and stealth experiences, which have also seen clear upgrades across the board in Shadows. For combat, there's a heightened need for dodging and parrying strikes, crucial to piercing through armor to deliver a killing blow.
Now, Yasuke gameplay
It
is
injects
crucial.
Ghost of Tsushima's offensive and defensive style of swordplay, but it also has familiar AC combat skills such as power grabs and the
Naoe's big
kick
C.
move I used plenty of times.
Ooh.
I generally felt pleased with the more thoughtful approach to combat. However, it also comes with more challenges, which unexpectedly made some of the encounters in the game feel a bit more difficult.
It's kind of has Ghost of Tsushima.
Shadows also struggled to present fights with multiple foes accurately, and it can be easy to get overwhelmed by enemies coming in off-screen.
That's always how it's been with Assassin's Creed, though.
Still, when the new combat in Shadows hits, it certainly does hit. What impressed me most was the revamped stealth gameplay, which appropriately incorporates elements from Ubisoft's other stealth action series, Splinter Cell.
That should be all of them.
With the new visibility meter, you can see how open you are.
I need to slow down. Identify my target.
Furthermore, there's a greater emphasis on light and darkness. You can even snuff out candles to add some cover. My favorite addition is the ability to go prone, which, as you can expect, is a game changer for stealth.
Oh, for sure.
Playing stealth with Naoe was so satisfying, and it does well to showcase just how much that gameplay style has improved. While both characters can combat and stealth, they also have clear limitations. For instance, Yasuke is a formidable fighter and is capable of ambushing enemies. However, his large stature is not ideal for advanced stealth.
Be careful.
In addition to being incapable of climbing certain areas, he's also not great at performing the leap of faith.
That's funny.
As for Naue,
I actually
she's
like
a
that.
skilled assassin
That's actually
with
kind of cool.
access to a grappling hook and smoke bombs. However, her nimble combat style is far more reliant on parrying and dodging, and one hit from an elite enemy's heavy strike can take a chunk of her health bar. While pulling off Naue's combat skills was satisfying, I often had to resist the urge to take out every enemy and run for it when things got out of hand.
Oh, you can build shit? Hold on, what are you doing?
Continuing with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can manage and upgrade a base of operations.
Oh, that's kind of
hard. As you recruit allies, they'll head to your hideout to open up shops and offer new side missions that incentivize revisits to previous zones. But Shadows takes this feature a step further by allowing you to build out your custom village in the vein of Animal Crossing. The Town Builder mode offers plenty of options to add necessities and some personal touches to the hideout. I spent an unexpected amount of time building more housing and decorating my space with Shinto shrines and pets, such as cats and tanuki. There are also side
time in here,
such as a visually striking meditation minigame to help you earn additional perks. It's an unexpectedly cozy side activity for an AC game, and I was quickly taken in by how satisfying it was to walk around a massive village I had made in a reasonably short time. So far, Assassin's Creed Shadows is shaping up to be a solid follow-up to Ubisoft's ambitious Valhalla. Even if the familiar crop of open-world bugs and quirks popped up during my time, I still found a great deal to appreciate with Shadows and its world building. While this conceit is not an uncommon backdrop for video games, which can be easy to mess up with insensitive representation, Assassin's Creed Shadows so far does well to justify its take on an open-world RPG set during this culturally rich era, especially in its handling of the two protagonists. With the release finally coming soon, I'm eager to see how Ubisoft's take on Assassin's Creed's journey to Japan will come together. For more on the latest upcoming games during this busy opening of 2024.
All right, yo, I swear, bro, like, nobody cared that hard when there was other for the other characters in the Assassin's Creed game. Nobody cared that hard about the historical accuracy. These games are not historically accurate. It's a work of fiction based off historical characters that actually existed. Naue they say it's a fictional character, but her father, it was actually a real person, you know, and she's just one of his fictional daughters. So she's a part of that clan. Yasuke, he actually existed. We know he actually existed. We know he was a retainer. He had a sword. He wasn't really getting crazy in the combat or nothing like that, but he existed, and he was down with Nobunaga. People act like they people just can't accept, like, history, bro. Like, I've never seen such contention over, like, the accuracy of these characters and the historical accuracy of these games until this one came. Until it's a woman and a woman and a basically a non-straight white man. If it's not a non-straight white man, they're gonna have a problem with it. I think there's some other games where they let you choose a woman or female or whatever, woman or man, but, like, I've never seen the contention this crazy for this game. Honestly, this right here answered a few of my questions that I had for the game, as far as, like, how the gameplay will work and how it will work switching between Yasuke and Naue. And I like how it is. You can pick the canon mode, or you can make your own story and pick, you know, which character you want. I like that variety, and I like the variety of the characters. I heard some people complaining, like, Luke Stevens, like, usually he has some great takes. I like his content, but I didn't like how he was like, oh, It's an Assassin's Creed game. I don't want to play as a samurai. He can't do stealth like Nawe. He doesn't have a hidden blade. So the fuck what? It's called variety. It's called layered gameplay, bro. Like I don't know what gamers want these days, bro. It's just like when y'all act for something new, you get something new and innovative and different, you automatically trash it. Because it goes away from the norms of the games that you normally play. Then when you get the same thing over and they keep making remakes, remasters, they copy gameplay mechanics, copy world building from games that were successful in the past that y'all say that y'all liked. And then you bash the company for it. I don't know what it is y'all want. What do y'all want? Do y'all want like variety? Y'all want companies to try something new? Or do you want it the same? Like even if it's, I don't know. It's frustrating to even talk about, but I'm yapping. I feel like I could make a whole other video just on that topic alone. Like gamers don't know what they want, because when you give it to them, they don't give it a chance. They automatically say it's whack before it even fucking comes out. Even seeing this gameplay, we haven't played it yet. You don't know how the shit is gonna play out. And people are still trying to bash it, which is so crazy to me. But, is what it is. This looks fun to me. You get to play as a ninja and a samurai. That's two of my favorite historical characters or archetypes, I guess you could say. I loved, what was that ninja game that came out last year? Ronin. I love that. I love the Dynasty Warriors games. I like the Assassin's Creed games, not all of them, but a few of them I did like, and I feel like this is tying a lot of my favorite things of a lot of my favorite works of fiction or historical characters into one. Rise of the Ronin, my fault. Rise of the Ronin. I just said Ronin, but yeah, we looking forward to this for sure. And he mentioned here how it's hard to fight against multiple enemies. That's how it's always been. That's by design. I think people forget like how these games are designed because they spend so much time bashing them. Some of them rightfully so, and some of them y'all doing too much. Like this one, y'all really doing too much. You haven't even played the game yet. Now, if you play it and you think it's ass, cool, but play the game first, bro. Play the game first. Y'all worried about DEI and all this other stuff. Play the game, bro. Wait till the game come out. Play the game. Y'all really just be doing this alt-right-wing, like cringy with it, grifting content because it makes money. And I understand you got to get to the bag, but like y'all got to chill. All right, so I'm out of here, bro. So y'all already know the vibes. I would have made the video twice as long as it's supposed to be. But yeah, y'all already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.